What's up, guys? We are back with a part two of what we were talking about before, love and war. Okay.
Miss Carter here. Listen, where we left off, Doc, because
You're
I was
basically
feeling away.
saying that I can't tell my newfound love that I need some
No.
time to break up with my military man. And
Again,
that he won't understand. It's all in the packaging. This is so not about, oh, he came back and you guys are gonna fuck or whatever. No, there's so many other ways that you can show intimacy and love to a man without letting him shoot up your club. Okay.
Well, what I'm saying, the niggas, your man is not thinking what I'm saying. I'm thinking from the guy's perspective. The first thing he's thinking of is he's gonna want some pussy. Okay. And you know, like I'm telling you, you're not gonna have that conversation the first day.
You can sell vaginal discomfort like no other. You can be like, I'm sorry, baby, I can't do it tonight. I'm on my period, okay?
You think he cares after not getting none for how long? You think he cares?
I don't fuck on my period, so
he'll find somebody's some hole on you with it. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying, especially if it's
I had a root canal, I can't blow you. I mean,
maybe if it's a good Christian, but I'm not saying there might not be a gentleman out there who won't understand. I'm not saying that, but initial thoughts, it's not gonna sit well with him initially. Maybe a day or two, he thinks it over, he sleeps on it, fine. But I'm just saying it's not gonna go well the first day. I just feel like you're making it sound like he's gonna say, okay, babe, let me know. Like
no, but again, okay, so like speaking from experience as someone who has been with a military man,
okay,
and decided at a point in time with that military man that we were going to make the relationship an open relationship. And it wasn't necessarily for my benefit, but for his. Because I knew that he was at a place where things were challenging for him.
Hold on, I'm sorry. An open relationship while he was away, you're saying?
Yes, while he was, because he was away for some time. So he was not away at war, but he was on deployment.
Yeah, sure. So technically, it's open. So you're okay. What I'm trying to say is, in part one, if y'all just to kind of briefly recap. In part one, Doc was saying to sell homie a dream, give him your inspiration by saying, I'm gonna be here for you, baby. Come back to me in one piece. Look at my picture every day. Give him that hope, thinking that he's gonna come back to his woman. So you're saying you're gonna have an open relationship. So you're not. So technically,
that's okay.
Technically, you're not his motivation anymore.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm giving. So hold up. So that situation is what it is. Yes, but I'm saying in my personal experience, having been a military girlfriend, there was a point in time in my relationship where I decided that for his benefit, it should be an open relationship. Why? Because he was in Fallujah and I can't get there to fuck him. Okay? And even in wartime, the civilian women around there, or they could be whoever it is that they were, those women, there are prostitutes all over. There are all kinds of women around, and situations happen. Okay? So I don't want you to be sitting there thinking that you're trying to blow off some steam, but then you're guilty because, oh, I'm cheating on the woman that I love that I left behind. No. Let's have an open relationship. You can do whatever you want. You can tell me whatever it is that you want to tell me. I will listen and support you. But that also frees me up to maybe meet somebody else. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to, break your heart where you are. And I did. I met someone else. And I let them know, listen, I have a military man that I'm with. This is the situation. So, if you are going to be dating me, this is what you need to understand. This person is there. Now, in the end, I would have chosen my current boyfriend over the military man because we'd all grown and changed. I grew up. I became a different woman. We didn't have the same interests anymore. And even though when he came back we tried, it just didn't work out.
It wasn't the same. Right. Can I just
So that was fine. But had my boyfriend not been so insecure, I would have picked him. Not the military man, but I would have picked the civilian guy because we had more in common and he was what I needed at the time. But he opted to dissolve the relationship because he felt like I was going to choose the military man over him. So he counted himself out. So this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
I'm so glad you even said that. Hold on. Can I just give listeners my recap because I kind of gave them your I gave a recap of your point of view. Let me just give you guys a recap of my point of view. So I'm saying that it would be more painful to still hold on while you're gone and be hurt while you're gone, and even hurt when you come back because you're just not the same, whether physically or mentally. So my opinion, or what I would say I would do hypothetically, is just end it right then and there. You feel me? Before homie leaves. Obviously not the day before he leaves, no, but just end it before he leaves and let him
but
know,
how
like,
long do you think?
okay, no, because I kind of wanted to connect. And I know your
No,
memory's
wait.
strong. You're not going to forget.
How long do you think that these soldiers have from time of notice to time of when they leave? How long do you think they have before they find out that they're leaving? You think it's like a month or two? They got 3 days or 7 or 5 days.
Well, then listen, either way, I'm going to nip it in the bud, whether right before or then when you're still there. I'm not holding on is what I'm trying to say. So now I just want to connect. I want to connect kind of my point of view in a way to something that you said, right? So I'm sorry, because you telling me no. I'm getting upset because you telling me that I should hold on and I shouldn't break up, when you're telling me that you had an open relationship. Let me just finish everything. You're telling me that you would rather have the open relationship, but yet your heart's still not there, right? And when he comes back, knowing you guys obviously changed, knowing you're gonna break up anyway.
I didn't know that we wouldn't have the same interest when he came back. So when he was returned, in my situation, he was not away at war, but he was.
And I want to say something else. Hold up, because you know my memory. I'm sorry. No, the Bronx shirt. The Bronx. Don't do it. Turn to a wolf. But no. You think that homie who you were dating, he decided to leave. Why the fuck do you think so? What was I saying? Guys, just watch part one, because this is just a whole lot we said in part one. Because in part one, I'm saying that homie that you're with is not going to be okay with you going back to your ex-man just for a week or so to break it off.
It wasn't even like that. That was not even the case. No, that was not the case. Okay, he left because, first of all, during the whole relationship, he was insecure, period. Okay. So that is something totally different. He is not the right man to draw this inference with, okay? But unfortunately, that was the man I had at the time.
But then there's not every man out here in confidence. There's going to be some insecure men that's going to be like, nah, I'm not with that.
Then that's not the type of man you need to be with. You need a man who is secure enough to support you.
Yes, but what you should know, what you should have just done was nip it in the bud.
Who is strong enough to support your man. Drop down in the comments. I want to hear from men, women, children, other, whatever. Experience, season, aunties, get up in here and school us a little bit, because we obviously don't know.
Maybe I need some schooling. I don't know, because why are you going around the bush? Oh, my man is gone. I got a new man.
This is not going around the bush, okay? Man. So first of all, when you're getting into a relationship, with a person, you build a friendship. If you haven't, then you should try it, okay?
Facts.
You establish a foundation, okay? And that foundation is built on friendship. Now, that friendship that you establish, okay, is the basis for the relationship. Therefore, in an instance where something goes wrong and you guys fall out of love, like, and lust, you have the friendship to fall back on, okay? Now, during the friendship, you share things with each other, such as your love life, your work life, your school life, your family life, whatever it is. And if you're not, you can't be with this person for long. It's not a real relationship. You're just there to fuck, okay? And even those who you just fuck for fun, you share a little something something about yourself.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you might as well be fucking a prostitute because you don't have to have much conversation. Okay.
Not one word.
So during the friendship, this person figures out that, okay, you're with a military individual. This soldier is either at war or on deployment somewhere. Okay. Now, both of you initially had some sort of hope or idea or understanding that upon his return, you all will ride off into the sunset and pretend to be Cinderella and Prince Charming. Okay. Now, life has kicked in. Okay. And the reality of the situation is you're now falling for your friend who you sought comfort from. And when your military man comes back, you're going to have to leave him. Any man worth his salt will understand that you need some time to end that relationship so that you can be 100% in this one.
No, I hear
Okay?
you. I hear you. I hear
Unless he's some useless piece of trash. And I'm not sorry about my words. I'm African, so bite me. Okay? But, unless he's like a non thinker, someone who is just completely unreasonable,
you.
but this is someone who has been through a lot. So, yeah, I'm going to need a couple weeks to situate the homie and let him know that, listen, I'm so happy that you're back. I'm here for you, whatever you need. But what? Listen.
Because you said you sold him a lie. Like, are you though? Like, that's what I'm just still stuck on. Why even put him through it? Yes, to keep him alive. Yes, but you're just hurting him when you could have hurt him just in the beginning, maybe a month or so. You would have moved on with it. You would have probably even, if anything, you that as motivation to come back home and put it in my face. But I just feel like
nobody going to war is thinking about that. If they're heartbroken and they're hurt, if you've been through real heartache, then you will understand that when you're stuck in that deep depression, you want to die. So if you're at a place where they're throwing out bombs for free, you're going to jump into a moving missile and boom, it's over. Yes. And it sounds so crass.
I hear you. I hear you. Oh my god.
But that is what it is. You have never been through like a traumatic heartache, like broken heart. You've never experienced that. Because if you have, then you would know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. There are ups and downs and highs and lows that you go through when you're trying to recover that some days makes you feel like I can't do this anymore. You don't want someone going off to war to go fight for his country to have that state of mind. You don't want him thinking that way. Especially if he really, really loved you. You don't want him thinking that way. Niggas who move on and don't care didn't fucking love you in the first place, sis. They didn't care. They didn't love you. Sorry. They're just like the homie who broke up with Shorty and 6 months later got engaged to some other bitch. He ain't really love her. But that's my opinion. What do I know? Hit me in the comments, guys. I want to know what you guys think. Those who've been to war, those who are military wives, the process in itself is a whole lot. Okay? But oftentimes, men who go to war and come back and they want to be with a certain woman, that relationship doesn't last because he's different and he doesn't like who he is with her anymore. And she is just going through so much that she just no longer wants to be with him anymore either. And so the chips kind of fall where they are and they walk away. If they have children, it's a little different, but if they have no kids, that's often how it ends because they come back different. All I'm saying is don't take away his tooth fairy so quickly. Let Santa Claus be real for a little bit more. Just until he comes back alive. That's it. But that's my opinion.
I'm just thinking. I exerted way too much energy. Y'all saw part one, you'll see. Well, I mean, I ain't got nothing else to say, Doc. I mean, I'm dwelling on what you're saying. I'm dwelling on what you're saying.
I think you should sleep on it. I understand you feel like, oh, I have to be honest and I have to tell him so I can be free. But sometimes that is a sacrifice. You don't have to necessarily lose your
But you're not making the only sacrifice you're making is a lie. Technically, you're not though, because you keep saying you're selling them a lie while you're still living your life. You're not making.
Why do you tell your children that Santa Claus is real up until they discover on their own that Santa Claus is not real?
Yeah, but that's not a sacrifice. Like, maybe you're using the wrong word. It's not a sacrifice. You're giving them hope, but you're not giving up. And sacrifice is when you're giving up. If you were really sacrificing, you wouldn't have gone out and dated. A sacrifice would have really been still having his heart in your heart. But you technically let it go. You're doing what I'm doing. You're literally doing the same thing I'm doing. You know, you keep it a buck, bro. You're literally doing the same thing I'm doing because you're dating somebody else, so you let your heart go. I just verbally said it, and you said it a different way, but we're technically doing the same thing.
Like yours is better than mine. Yours is better than mine because you broke his heart before he left.
No, I'm not saying better, but I'm saying our actions technically are the same. It's our verbiage that's different. Because you're really not sacrificing anything. If you really were, you wouldn't have found another love. You would have waited for him to come back and prepare yourself mentally, to take care of him. But you're preparing to move on with homie and just be with military guy for a few weeks to break it off. But you're not sacrificing anything. If you really think about it, you're not. Because yes, you said one thing, but you're doing another. You're doing pretty much what I'm doing.
No, not really.
I understand, and honestly, as you were speaking, I was dwelling on it. I do agree with your point by giving them that hope, giving them something to live for. I'm not going to lie, as you were speaking, I dwell on it, and now I do agree with it. However, you're still doing what I did from jump. And yes, I sent him away heartbroken, but you're technically still doing what I'm doing because your heart's not with him. His is with yours, but little do he know yours is not with him. As opposed to my scenario, we both know we've lost each other's hearts. But yours, he's holding on to a dream. Yes, I agree with that part, to come back alive and to maintain that motivation and strength and hope and courage. Fine, I agree with that part. Just the part of giving him hope, but what you're doing is, at the end of the day, what you're doing is still the same. So what you're doing is the same. Fine, the way you're going about it is better. The way I won't lie, the way you're going about it is better, so that he has that motivation. But at the end of the day, we're doing the same thing, unless at the end of your story, you're not selling him a dream. You truly are going to wait for him. You truly are going to prepare mentally and spiritually.
Oftentimes, so there are often scenarios where that happens. But what happened with my friend's military brother, same thing. Like his platoon member, what happened was that he came back. He wanted to marry her on his little break before he returned back, and that didn't work out so well. He came and caught her in bed with somebody else. So
if you guys both realize, like how you said, when you were dating someone, you realized it's not going to work, but at least you did sacrifice finding a new love. You did hold on to that love, hoping that you guys can continue. When he came back, you realized that you're not on the same page anymore. But that's like option number 3. So
my situation is similar but different because I, like, based off of every time we would email or talk or whatever, I knew that he had needs and his needs weren't being met.